let's talk a little bit about the Marshal. As of making this video, the Marshal has been reduced in cost down to 950. Meaning it's 150 more expensive than a Sheriff. This gun is really good. It's a high skill gun. It's a high reward gun if you have the aim for it. I want to talk about how to use this gun properly, how to actually dominate with this weapon, especially for people that are picking up for the first time or haven't used it in a while and need a reminder. This is how you absolutely just dominate people with the Marshal. I'm beautiful, lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. Of course, a like on the video helps greatly against YouTube's algorithms, which hates me due to having a huge audience of Overwatch people that doesn't watch Valorant content, of course, because again, they didn't subscribe for Valorant, they subscribe for Overwatch. It hurts my views as it makes my video seems unattractive. So liking the video, dropping a comment. Do you use the Marshal? Are you going to use it a little bit more? What is your thoughts on this gun? And everything else that's Valorant related, the comment section also helps greatly out for the algorithm. And subscribing to the channel, much appreciated. Twitch, Discord, and Twitter, link down in the description. If you drop me a follow on Twitter or join the community over at Twitch, thank you guys so much. Let's talk Marshal. Now, the Marshal costs 9050, and essentially the only thing you need to know is that it does over 100 damage to the body, and it one-shots to the head at any ranges. That's the only thing you need to know about this gun, stat-wise. If they don't have armor, they're dead. Easily, they're just dead. And if you hit a headshot, you win. GG. What do you want to use this gun is not as an op. A lot of people know how to use an op. If not, I made a great video on op tricks and tips that I don't think is discussed a lot. These are like not what you find in your very standard op video. These are actual 4 secret tricks that I don't think is discussed enough about in the community. So if you want to look at that, link in the description and also on my channel, so just go and check that out. But you don't play this with the Marshal as you play with the op. First of all, the Marshal has more movement speed, so you can use this a little bit more aggressive to peek while scoping. That's the first of it, which is kind of nice. You can also use it far better with mobility because of it. You can jump easily around corners. You're far more mobile with this, and you should use that mobility. You don't have one-shot body shot potential on most of your targets. Using mobility can make them miss the spray of their Vandals and Phantoms, and hopefully land you the time to get it into their head. Now, one of the things that most people do is they use this with scope only, and that is a complete waste of the Marshal's efficiency with unscoped fire, especially if you're getting pushed up close. Again, if you're getting at those longer ranges, of course, at that point, when you're starting to hit these like medium plus distances, you need to start scoping. There's no real other way of doing it. You can quick scope if you want, but you gotta get into scope mode. You quickly get in, it immediately locks on to give you an accurate shot, and then you take it, and then you can move again after that. So that's completely fine. But up close, this is a hipfire god. You can hipfire like crazy with it, and you can hit headshots, and this it feels uncomfortable because you're playing with a sniper. You know there's inaccuracy in your hipfires, so it feels uncomfortable. But trust me and trust the gun, this thing up close is nasty. When you start aiming around the head area, you really start messing people up hard, and it's so incredibly satisfying that you can use this as a sidearm. Now, talking about sidearms, of course, you will always be playing. If you're buying a Marshal, I see some people that buys like frenzies or ghost or even sheriffs. And if you're buying a Marshal, you're on a save round. You don't buy other sidearms. On top of that, you already have the classic, and I made a video talking about how you can use the classic as a pocket shotgun and just destroy people, and how you can use it like with movement to just be devastating on both eco rounds, also as a backup. It's a video that everyone should watch, as you always have a classic on you, and it will greatly help you clutch out games when you can pull out something as versatile as the classic. So up close and personal, you can of course whip out your classic, but you don't have to. You can also just use the Marshal, even at medium ranges when people are fighting you essentially at what you would think is like Spectre range. You can quickly just bob out, stand still, take the hipfire, and then you can a lot of time get a free headshot. Using the Marshal for the fact that it has better strafe, better movement while scoped than the operator, the fact that it has incredible hipfire, is another, and the third is the fact that you, because of its light mobility, that you can use it really versatile to kind of move around the map, peek really aggressively, essentially do the op jumps, and discussed in my 4 op tricks video, but with a Marshal, it just makes it a very versatile, quick weapon. And again, if you can't hit the headshot, hitting a body shot is completely fine, especially if you're playing a duelist like Jet. You hit a body shot, you dash, you now know that they're essentially body shot kill, right? So with a Jet, you can actually force very easy kills, or even with Raze, if you satchel boost yourself away, so throwing a satchel mid-air and detonating it to pushing you behind cover again. You hit a body shot on someone. For example, let's say it's a 1v1 clutch situation, or maybe there's a couple other players, but here you're going to take that one fight. You hit a body shot on someone, you know you're kind of just tagging them low for your team, and also you're tagging them low for yourself so you can keep landing body shots. Because sometimes opponents will see a Marshal play and they will start moving really erratically to try to make it hard for you to kill them, knowing that every time you miss a shot, they can just start spamming you with bullet with their superior rifles. So being able to constantly tag people low, using your Hipfire up close when people are trying to pushing you with whatever weapons they have, use your Hipfire up close. Don't start scoping, don't start pulling out your classics unless you absolutely feel like this is the situation and you have the time for it. Use this. It feels uncomfortable in the beginning, but trust me, you will start getting some nasty kills with this gun if you start hip-firing more with it. And that's what I want to talk about. I think the Marshal is underused, and when it is used, it's a lot of time used by people that's not always taking the game too serious. It doesn't really play a lot with it, and they try to use it as just like a pocket op. And you should use it for its mobility, its hipfire, and the fact that it's so versatile when it comes to moving with it. That's what you should be using it for, not as an op where you kind of lock out a tiny pixel and you hit the bot and you just get a free kill. So, of course, thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all the great stuff. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great summer. I love you guys very much. Please take care of yourselves, stay positive. Remember to take care of others, but more importantly, remember to please take care of yourself. My name's been Jonal, and you guys keep the enemy in your crosshair.